am not.
We're 10-4. We're 10-4. We're 10. How do you gotta push the boundaries?
Dude, I did nothing illegal. Not one thing illegal did I do. I am not under arrest for anything legal. You have no legal right to fucking arrest me. And he used way too much force. Way more force than was necessary.
Okay.
You see the fucking blood running down my face, you fucking piece of shit.
Thank you.
You're a fucking piece of shit. Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. I don't want him near me.
Okay.
Stand up. Come on. Come on. You talked to me earlier, no problem. Walk with me. I got you. Come on.
No, listen, my son is over there.
Walk with me. Walk with me. I'll go through it.
You gotta get me a fucking medic here right away. No, I am not.
When you gotta cut in,
You guys are getting sued big time.
I know, it's what you wanted.
No, it's not what I want.
You want to get a reaction?
It's not what I want.
And now you got a
No,
reaction.
it's not what I want.
It's clever to try to be so annoying and try to get everyone higher. And then you went into his car?
He started recording. He starts recording inside my car. You know, you cannot. They cannot see the MDT that's in our car.
You can't reach into your car. Right?
No, he didn't know. He put the camera, starts recording what's inside my car. You know, this is confidential stuff that's in here.
Watch your head. Thank you, sir. And there's the ambulance at headquarters. Let me get your shoes for you, all right?
Please do not record inside my vehicle. That you cannot do. Those are the words of Officer Daryl Whitley of the Asbury Park Police Department, said to a man standing on a public sidewalk with a phone in his hand. Minutes later, that same man is on the ground, bleeding from the face, in handcuffs. Picture a single pane of glass. On one side stands a citizen with a camera. On the other side stands an officer with a badge and a gun. The law says the glass is not supposed to be a wall. It is supposed to be a window. Both men are allowed to see through it, and both men are allowed to record what they see. On July 9th, 2025, that window shattered. Before we go deeper into what the body camera actually shows, make sure you're subscribed to Police Misconduct Case, because we don't just cover the story, we follow the evidence. Craig Doty runs a YouTube channel called Public Enemy No. 1A. His job, as he sees it, is simple. Walk in public, film in public, and test whether the people wearing badges actually know the law they swore to uphold. That day in Asbury Park, New Jersey, he stopped outside a chiropractor's office and pointed his camera at the building from the
For
sidewalk.
several minutes, Mr. Doty eventually stopped at an intersection and began filming a local chiropractor's office from a public sidewalk. After a few minutes of filming, the owner of the business confronted Mr. Doty about why he was recording.
Excuse me? Yeah.
Wait, that way?
No, that way.
Why is that?
No reason.
After this brief exchange, the business owner went back inside and called 911.
City of Asbury Park Police.
Hey, my name is, I'm a chiropractor on the corner of, there's a guy who set up a camera facing my office, and I asked him if he was recording my office, and he said yes, and I asked him why, and he said no reason. I just thought it was weird. You know, by HIPAA rules, I'm not supposed to expose any of my patients' information, including office visits, so he's now moving a little closer to my office on this side of the street. So I don't know if there's anything you can do, but...
Excuse me 1 second. All right, no problem. I'll send an officer by, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, take care.
While the police were en route, Mr. Doty approached the business and engaged in a camera battle with the business owner, with the two filming each other through the window of the lobby. Eventually, Officer Daryl Whitley of the Asbury Park Police Department arrived on the scene. The events that followed were captured on both Mr. Doty's cell phone and officer body cam.
The business owner did not like it. He called 911. Officer Whitley responded. What followed was not a crime scene. It was a pop quiz, and Officer Whitley failed it in real time. He asked Doty for credentials to film. There is no such requirement. Not for journalists, not for citizens, not anywhere in the First Amendment. The Supreme Court settled this decades ago, and New Jersey's own Attorney General spelled it out in writing in 2021. A bystander has the same right to record as any reporter. A supervisor, Sergeant Robert Champulian, even arrived and confirmed it out loud.
That say, we have to keep the privacy of my patients.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if that's the privacy aspect that people are looking for.
Please do not record inside my vehicle. That you cannot do. Please do not record inside my vehicle. That you cannot do. That you cannot do. You cannot do.
Sure, don't touch me. Do not touch me.
I'm asking you.
Do not touch me. Get back.
Wait, 5.
Step back.
Record inside my vehicle.
Step back.
I'm not going to let you record inside my vehicle. You cannot do that.
I can, and I will. I am not under arrest.
I resist against
You're getting sued, motherfucker. Off me.
Give me another unit for resisting.
Thanks, huh? Good, Asbury Park.
Yep, this is what you wanted anyway.
Nice.
This is exactly what you wanted.
Nice. You better get me an ambulance, you bitch.
I copy.
Turn around.
Piece of shit.
Turn around, sir.
Off me.
Turn around, please, sir.
Put your hand on your back.
I have done nothing wrong.
Put your hand on your back. You're resisting arrest. Stop resisting arrest.
I did not do
You
anything
started recording
illegal.
inside my vehicle, which
I
you know
did
we have
not
a
do
computer. You cannot
anything
do that.
illegal.
Ask them to
I
stop
did
recording.
not do anything illegal.
Doty could keep filming. The call should have ended there. It did not end there. Doty turned his camera toward the inside of Officer Whitley's patrol car, and that is the moment the badge stopped being a public servant and became something else. Whitley rushed out, ordered him to stop, and when Doty refused, put his hands
I
up.
guess I was curious as to why you were recording.
441 under the influence.
Oh.
Copy 953.
We were curious. So we were
Yeah,
curious.
I was asking why you was recording. You recording me. That's okay. I'm recording you also, though. Yeah. So you got any credentials to be recording or whatever?
Credentials?
Yeah.
What kind of credentials?
Any type that you want to provide.
215.
No, I have nothing.
Okay. What are you recording, sir, if you don't mind me asking?
Anything I can see.
Huh?
Anything I can see.
Are you at headquarters?
Okay. All right. Any particular reason?
Capital doing payroll.
Any particular reason?
Can you do me a favor and help me out real quick with a vehicle release?
Okay.
Backed up with other
I just called my
reports in the lobby
supervisor, let him
and
know.
the 41.
Yeah.
Capital, no problem.
Is there a problem with recording, sir?
They don't want you to record in front of their business.
Yeah, that's not really their choice. So.
Okay. Can you 27 when you're over there, please?
Where, everybody? Treadway 287, how you doing? Let's drop my evidence off.
Oh, okay. I don't know. He's recording.
Life unit.
You know, they don't want him recording in front of the business. No credentials to the recording.
Okay, public space.
So, huh?
Public space.
Go ahead.
No, absolutely. You need to record. I'm just letting them know. Huh? Yeah, I'm good. I'm just having. Just wait.
I literally just come down this way for my shuttle.
Want to remain on that?
Nice meeting you.
You too,
Have a good one,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Have a good day. Thank you for honoring your oath.
Yeah, no, yeah. I found out I got a pinched nerve in my back now.
Yeah. You
I
called.
know, yeah, that's what made
You
that.
called out 2 more guys with cameras to record, huh?
Absolutely.
Called out 2 more guys with cameras. That's
No,
all.
actually, he came over here to back me up. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Back each other up.
Right. I'm just saying he didn't like the camera, but he called out 2 more men with cameras on. You know. That's all.
He didn't call him out. He called the police. So we back each other up. That's
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah. He called you out. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
So he called 1 guy out with
Yeah,
a camera.
called-
All right. I misspoke.
Huh?
I
Okay,
misspoke.
no
He
problem.
called out 1 guy with a camera.
No problem.
All right. You're dismissed.
Huh?
You're dismissed.
Oh, no, I'm calling my supervisor over just to let him know.
Oh, I thought that was him.
No. That's not my supervisor. So you can't dismiss me anyway.
Well, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, you're dismissed.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
Why would you ask me for credentials to film? Is that even a thing?
There is.
No, there is not.
So you ever
There is not a thing.
No. Before you try to out-talk me. So you ever seen somebody that does, you can
Yeah, I want to hear this.
So, like the news, like Channel 12.
Right. They have no credentials.
They do have credentials. You see, they have cards that say, with Channel 12, we do this. So they do that.
That's not a government credential. It's not anything. It's just from their company.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I could have I could print out a press pass.
They're journalists.
I'm a journalist as well. I could print out a press pass and stick it on. And
what happened next is captured on video. A struggle, a fall, and Doty's voice, cracking, asking, "You see the blood running down my face?" Ask yourself this. If the camera makes an officer this uncomfortable, what exactly is he afraid the public will see? The legal reality is uncomfortable for both sides. Courts have long held that if something is visible from a lawful public vantage point, there is no reasonable expectation of privacy in it. That includes the inside of a patrol car parked in public view. Whitley likely had no legal authority to arrest Doty simply for pointing a lens through the window. That is the first crack in this case.
1972 Supreme Court case of Brandsburg versus Hayes, the court rejected the premise that the quote-unquote freedom of the press clause within the First Amendment creates broad, special privileges that exempt journalists from generally applicable legal rules. The court went on to specifically note that journalists have no right of special access to information or places that are not available to the general public in the 1974 case of Pell versus Procunier, and in the 1978 Supreme Court case of Houchins versus KQED Inc., the court again declined to recognize a press-specific right of access to government-controlled information or facilities beyond what the public receives. Furthermore, the Third Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over New Jersey, has officially recognized that filming police officers in the course of their duties is a constitutionally protected activity. In the 2017 Third Circuit case of Fields versus City of Philadelphia, the court upheld the right to record the police, and specifically noted that, quote, "Today, the first source of information from the scene of a newsworthy event is frequently an ordinary citizen with a smartphone." Furthermore, in 2021, the New Jersey Attorney General issued Law Enforcement Directive 2021-11, which specifically states that a bystander has the same right to record as a member of the press in public settings, such as sidewalks and streets, and instructs that officers should not tell a person that recording police activity requires a permit or officer consent when the person is lawfully present and not interfering with officer safety or lawful duties.
But the story does not end with an innocent victim. Doty was loud. He cursed. He resisted the physical process of being handcuffed, even while insisting, again and again, that he had done nothing illegal.
Muting to talk to Officer Whitley.
No, he just arrived. Okay, I'll speak with him.
Come on, yeah, come on.
9:58.
So he's just recording. The owner of this business did not want him recording in front of his business.
He's on a public street. I mean, he's on a sidewalk.
No, I just wanted to let you know. That's all.
We're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Just do me one favor. Please just don't block the door, though. That's all.
I haven't blocked the door until just this moment.
That's fine. No, that's fine. That's all. You could keep recording and everything. That's fine. That's it. Yeah, no, he's allowed to record in public. No, no problem.
Yeah. So I just spoke with him because he's allowed to record. It's a public place or whatever. But I just told him to move from in front of your door.
I appreciate it. He was. I have the video. He started on that corner, and I was like, "Are you pointing the camera over here? I was watering my flowers." And he was like, "Yeah." And I go, "Why?"
If somebody just wants to antagonize somebody so that he can, so that he can try to make some type of trouble.
I think he was out here having a fight with his son yesterday, or at least some younger person.
Yeah.
I just happened to be observing because they were sitting. That's his car, that Subaru there. And there was an altercation with those two. There was physical, so I don't know if it stemmed from that. I don't know why he would be harassing me. I stay above board.
There's just people that's bored and just do stuff like that.
No, I have this open area so that I don't have any funny business going on here. You know, that's how I want to be ahead of anything that's, you know, I pay my dues. So you could
probably try to put it on YouTube. Oh, the police are harassing me, type of stuff like that. So
so he is right in my office. So I mean, I don't, you know, that there's a HIPAA laws that say, you know, we have to keep the privacy of my patients, and I don't know if that's the privacy aspect that people are looking for.
Please do not record inside my vehicle. That you cannot do. Please do not record inside my vehicle. That you cannot do. That you cannot do. You cannot do.
Don't touch me. Do not touch me.
I'm asking you.
Do not touch me. Get back.
Wait, 5.
Step back.
Record inside my vehicle.
Step back.
I'm not going to let you record inside my vehicle. You cannot do that.
I can, and I will. I am not under arrest.
I resist against
you're getting sued, motherfucker. Off me.
Give me another unit for resisting.
Thanks, man. Good, Asbury Park.
Yep, this is what you wanted anyway.
Nice.
This is exactly what you wanted.
Nice. You better get me an ambulance, you bitch.
I copy.
Turn around.
Suck, you piece of shit.
Turn around, sir.
Off me.
Turn around, please, sir.
Put your hand behind your back.
I have done nothing wrong.
Put your hand behind your back. You're resisting arrest. Stop resisting arrest.
I did not do anything illegal.
Inside my vehicle, which you know we have a computer.
I did not do anything illegal. I did
recording.
not do anything illegal.
Under New Jersey law, that resistance itself can become a separate crime, almost regardless of whether the original arrest holds up. Being right about the Constitution does not make you immune to the charge sheet. The badge stopped being a public servant.
After noticing Mr. Doty filming the inside of his patrol car, Officer Whitley rushes outside, confronts Mr. Doty, and orders him to stop filming the inside of the vehicle. When Mr. Doty refuses, Officer Whitley places him under arrest. Traditionally, the Supreme Court has viewed visibility from a lawful public vantage point as a dividing line between what the government may observe and what an individual may reasonably claim as private. In the 1967 Supreme Court case of Katz versus United States, the court explained that any information a person knowingly exposes to the public is generally outside the scope of Fourth Amendment privacy protection, while information that a person takes steps to preserve as private may receive constitutional protection. The Supreme Court applied that concept in both the 1986 case of California versus Serralo and the 1989 case of Florida versus Riley, where the court upheld.
Later that same day, still bleeding, Doty walked into the Asbury Park Police Department lobby and started filming again. Officers told him to stop. He argued. He left without further incident. But the pattern was already set. A call about a camera had become an arrest. An arrest had become a lawsuit waiting to happen. The badge stopped being a public servant. As of this recording, Doty's criminal charges remain pending, and he has indicated plans to pursue civil litigation. No court has yet ruled on the constitutionality of this arrest.
To be, especially where the recording is passive and does not involve physical interference. As mentioned before, in the New Jersey Attorney General's very own law enforcement directive, the Attorney General recognized the First Amendment right to record police conducting their official duties in public, and explicitly noted that a bystander has the same right to record as a member of the press so long as the bystander is lawfully present. Accordingly, it is highly unlikely that Mr. Doty could be lawfully arrested for merely recording the inside of Officer Whitley's patrol car, and there is a strong argument to be made that it was Officer Whitley's responsibility to shield whatever confidential information was in his possession from public view.
I am not.
We're 10-4. We're 10-4. How do you gotta push the boundaries?
I did nothing illegal. Not one thing illegal did I do. I am not under arrest for anything legal. You have no legal right to arrest me. And he used way too much force. Way more force than was necessary.
Okay.
You see the fucking blood running down my face, you fucking piece of shit.
Thank you.
You're a fucking piece of shit. Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. I don't want him near me.
Okay. Stand up. Come on. Come on. You were talking to me earlier, no problem. Walk with me. I got you. Come on.
No, listen. My son is over there.
Walk with me. Walk with me.
I'll go with you. You gotta get me a fucking medic here right away. No, I am not.
When you gotta cut in, you
guys are getting super big time.
I know, it's what you wanted.
No, it's not what I want.
You want to get a reaction?
It's not what I want.
And now you got a reaction.
No, it's not what I want.
It's hard to try to be so annoying and try to get everyone out of here. And then you went into his car?
He started recording. He starts recording inside my car. You know, you cannot. No. They cannot see the MDT that's in our car.
You can't reach into your car. Right?
No, he didn't know. He put the camera, starts recording what's inside my car. You know, this is confidential stuff that's in here.
Watch your head. Thanks, sir. And there's the ambulance at headquarters. Let me get your shoes for you, all right?
Mr. Doty was arrested and issued summonses for obstruction, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and harassment. Immediately after being processed and released from the jail, Mr. Doty began filming in the lobby of the Asbury Park Police Department, which is located in a section of one of the city's municipal buildings.
Sir, you can't film inside of this office.
Oh, sure I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, you can't. There's a directive, and you can be arrested for that.
Where's that?
You cannot film inside the office.
No phones or electronic devices in this area. I'm not in the area, though.
Okay, I've asked you and informed you that you cannot.
I'm reading it. All phones and other electronic devices must be on silent mode at this customer service area. Within this immediate area to photograph or record or live stream office space or court space operations.
So
within this immediate area, what does that mean?
that means this office, you cannot film inside of the office.
All right, all right. I won't film in the office.
That's fine. Thank you.
I don't think that's legal, but
Okay, you can contact the presiding judge. And
yeah, we'll take it up with the judge.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
Do you need help from the court?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Do you need the police or first aid?
No, they're the ones who fucked me up. For doing a...
Cannot film.
I understand that. Jesus Christ.
Please leave. Come on.
Get your hands off.
Looking for you.
Get your fucking hands off me.
Would you like to go to the hospital because you're still
You
injured?
fucking cops are ridiculous.
Come on.
No,
Come on, sir.
The young
You're
lady
bleeding and you
spoke
got
to me.
coffee stains
The
all
young
over your
lady
shirt. Sir,
spoke
you
to
might
me.
need to clean yourself up.
The young lady spoke
First
to me and
she did
informed
not.
me.
She called me and said you're recording,
she
sir.
informed me that I'm not allowed.
Okay, so now that
and we
you
just had the
recorded the intruder,
discussion.
you got enough
We
recordings?
just had the
Would you like to
discussion.
get the rest of the building?
I can record whatever the f I
Come on,
want.
let's go, but don't get loud. Otherwise, everybody here is going to feel alarmed.
Oh, shame. Shame that they feel alarmed. Isn't that a pity? Isn't that a pity?
Come on, let's go clean your shirt.
No,
Plus,
why don't
two,
you
it
just-
smells like you need a shower.
Yeah, because you're scummy
I don't,
cops.
sir,
were
why
all
were you
over
so
me.
angry? Who were you fighting with in front of the store yesterday?
I wasn't fighting
They
with
were.
anybody.
You know, there's somebody looking in your car.
I wasn't fighting with.
Waiting for you at your car.
Yeah, it's my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the store owner and witnesses said that you and somebody were fighting each other in front of the store yesterday in the car. Who were you fighting? Is
wasn't-
that where you got the injuries from?
No, I got the injuries from your officer.
Okay. Do you want to make a report of what happened yesterday
Clearly.
with you and that individual?
No,
in the
there
car?
was no fight.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay. Why don't we call it a day? Okay. You're obviously irritated. all right?
Obviously.
You're obviously irritated. And you're angry with the world.
Irritated.
Okay. So why don't we go clean ourselves up?
Why don't you just leave me alone?
Okay.
Okay?
Come on.
Just leave me alone. Okay? Don't bother me, and I will be quiet.
you cannot
I won't.
record.
All right. I won't
You cannot
record in
record.
there. I understand
Okay.
that. I understand that.
All right.
Okay?
You need to get a life.
You need to shut the up and get a life yourself.
After a
We want you to look at this yourself. Search New Jersey Attorney General Law Enforcement Directive 2021-11. It is a public document, freely available, and it spells out exactly what an officer is and is not allowed to say to someone holding a camera. Read it, compare it to what Officer Whitley said on body camera, and ask yourself, was this a lawful arrest, or was this a badge protecting itself from a lens? Tell us your answer in the comments below. And if you believe accountability starts with evidence, like this video, share it, subscribe to Police Misconduct Case, and turn on notifications, because we don't stop watching when the camera does.
He went back and apologized to the workers at the records department the following day, and that he was acting erratically due to a concussion that he suffered during the altercation with Officer Whitley. Mr. Doty also noted in the comments section of the original video that he intended to enter a not guilty plea, and as of the date of writing this episode, the charges against him are still pending. Mr. Doty also noted that he intends to pursue a civil case once his criminal charges are resolved. Overall, Officer Whitley and the other Asbury Park officers get an F for demonstrating fundamental misunderstandings regarding the right to record in public, for maintaining a hostile and confrontational attitude throughout the encounter, and for escalating a non-issue into a completely unnecessary and likely unconstitutional arrest. As discussed earlier, a person standing on a public sidewalk generally has broad latitude to record what is visible from that lawful vantage point, even when the recording makes others uncomfortable, and that point was not ambiguous on the scene. Multiple officers, including a supervisor, confirmed that Mr. Doty could continue recording from the sidewalk, and Officer Whitley was specifically advised that the business owner's privacy concerns did not create legal authority to order Mr. Doty away or force him to stop filming. At that stage, the officers had effectively resolved the call by correctly recognizing that being filmed in public is not, by itself, a crime. The encounter deteriorated when Officer Whitley appeared to abandon that principle the moment that the camera was pointed in a direction that he personally disliked. Mr. Doty's conduct did not materially change in any meaningful way. He remained in a public place and he continued recording from a lawful vantage point. What changed was the target of the recording, and Officer Whitley's response suggested that his concern was not interference or public safety, but the feeling of being quote-unquote challenged or scrutinized. The officers had a clear, non-violent, non-arrest path available. Maintain space, communicate calmly, and if there was a legitimate operational concern related to the cruiser, then address it with simple protective measures and clear boundaries instead of treating the recording itself as a crime. Instead, Officer Whitley escalated the situation immediately with a confrontational attitude and a direct order to stop filming, followed by a rapid shift to hands-on force when Mr. Doty refused. Even viewing the facts in the light that is most favorable to the officers, their escalation appears to have been punitive and disproportionate when compared to the minimal risk presented by a person who's filming from several feet away. As discussed before, public officials do not get to convert protected recording into a jailable offense simply because they find it invasive, irritating, or disrespectful, and this arrest appears to have done exactly that. Sergeant Champulian's conduct also warrants severe criticism. He reportedly provided the correct guidance that Mr. Doty could record from public and that the business owner's discomfort did not override that right, but then later returned and assisted with an arrest based on the exact same core activity. This interaction highlights just how quickly lawful public oversight can be treated as a personal offense, and how that shift in mindset can turn a resolved low-stakes call into a confrontational escalation and an avoidable arrest that undermines both constitutional policing and public trust. Mr. Doty gets a B, because although he was likely within his rights to film both the exterior of the business and the interior of Officer Whitley's patrol car, there is a legitimate argument to be made that he violated New Jersey's resisting arrest statute, and he failed to meaningfully invoke his right to remain silent at any point during the encounter. As discussed earlier, filming from a public sidewalk generally falls within the kind of public observation that the First Amendment is designed to protect, even when the subject finds it intrusive or unpleasant. On that front, Mr. Doty's strongest quality during this encounter was that he remained in a lawful public place and he recorded what was visible from that vantage point, which is exactly the type of conduct that should not be treated as inherently suspicious or criminal. However, However, being legally, quote unquote, in the right on the recording issue, that does not insulate a citizen from secondary charges that arise from how an arrest unfolds. Mr. Doty was charged under NJSA 2C29-2, which criminalizes purposely preventing or attempting to prevent an officer from effecting an arrest. That statute also substantially narrows the ability to justify physical resistance by arguing that the underlying arrest was unlawful. In other words, that structure creates a predictable prosecution advantage in cases where the video shows a physical struggle during handcuffing, even if the underlying arrest appears questionable. Here, Mr. Doty's audible insistence that he was, quote unquote, not under arrest, combined with any failure to promptly submit to handcuffing, gives the state room to argue that he was intentionally trying to prevent the arrest from being completed. And that is exactly the type of ambiguity that resisting statutes are designed to capture. Mr. Doty also undermined his position by speaking far more than necessary throughout the encounter. Even when Miranda warnings are not given, voluntary statements can still become evidence. And the safest approach during a rapidly escalating encounter is to limit speech to the essentials and clearly invoke the right to remain silent if an arrest becomes likely. In addition, vulgar or reactive commentary may feel emotionally justified in the moment, but it very rarely helps in court, and it often becomes the soundtrack that prosecutors use to frame intent, defiance, or escalation. Now, while Mr. Doty did admit that a head injury may have influenced his emotional state, I would caution others in a similar situation to remain as calm as possible at all times and submit to an arrest, regardless of its perceived lawfulness. And finally, while Mr. Doty's conduct may have been lawful, his auditing tactics raise strategic concerns that are separate from constitutional rights or philosophies on freedom. Bringing private citizens into confrontational, quote-unquote, camera battles predictably escalates tension, it increases the chances of a 911 call, and shifts the encounter away from documenting government activity and towards provoking a civilian reaction that law enforcement then feels pressured to, quote-unquote, resolve. Even when a citizen is within their rights, tactics that intentionally appear suspicious or antagonistic, they tend to shrink public sympathy and increase legal risk, especially when the situation turns physical. While I do commend Mr. Doty for standing firm on his rights, this interaction highlights how a person can be correct on the underlying constitutional principles and